Welcome to Spirit Baby Radio. You are about to join a frequency that will open your mind, expand your heart, and activate your spirit. Thank you for joining Kelly Meehan, Spirit Baby Medium and Master Energy Therapist. Kelly believes in the power of the Spirit Baby. She speaks with babies in spirit before life, in the womb, and after life. She supports, teaches, and guides others to tune into the intuitive and mystical parts of life for greater wisdom. Join her in meeting your soul baby and build your connection and relationship with deep love and trust. Welcome to Spirit Baby Radio with your host, Spirit Baby Medium, Kelly.
Welcome to episode 129, January 7th, 2022. Welcome to Fertility 2022, communication with the soul of your child. Are you ready to change? How can you accept the true energy of you? What if trying harder makes nothing happen? What if your creative you is here now? What does Spirit Baby want you to understand? Hello, 2022. We are 7 days in for the new year, and I know everybody's feeling unsure about the new year, right? We used to have all these celebration, happy 2022, health, peace, love. But I'm not hearing that, and maybe you're not hearing that as much either, right? We're still kind of in this energy of, I don't know if you would say post-pandemic. I'm not even sure where we're at with that, to be honest, because energetically it's such a different story, right? We all feel this collective shift of freedom and lack of freedom and fear and death and virus and all these things come up, of course. But I want to hold the intentional energies of wisdom, health, and embodiment for you in 2022. And you're tuning in because maybe you're questioning, where is your conception journey? Where is your pregnancy? How do you navigate through birth, loss to conception, all these different parts, and where is this emotional, spiritual, energetic you, and you are in that right space in this time, listening, tuning in, and of course, there's so much to say about that. I am going to promote you to stay in your body. I know it's so tempting to check out, right? It's so available through our history. What feels safe, what doesn't feel safe, and more stuff is going to come up. I mean, that's just where we're at, right? And I want you to be able to see the awakening that gets to happen. And of course, within the awakening, it's not without chaos and fear and destruction. I'm not going to make it all sound all beautiful. But I do want to hold the high light vibrational energies of where you are in your heart space. And as we've entered into this new year, new energy, new consciousness, new whatever we want to really attach to it. We really have a choice on that, on some level. And I'm holding a beautiful 3-day event this week. It's in the middle of the event. It's the art of Spirit Baby communication. I've never done a live event like this, and I'm just really loving it, showing up, connecting, and really to build community with the next offering of co-creation, a journey with Spirit Baby, which is taking enrollment now, which is all about nature, fertility, conception, and deep levels of Spirit Baby philosophies, and even more connections in that internal practice. And really just putting out that communal, that loving, expansive energy, and it really does come back to love, doesn't it? I know we say that, right? There's that term. It always comes back to love, but it really does in that most deepest present core of who we are. And even today, or yesterday, was the heart of communication. Heart communication is what it's called. And it's all about connecting with the heart to make space for your connection with Spirit Baby being or beings. And, you know, each day brings us into our own new awareness of where we are. And it's okay to be unspiritual sometimes, whatever that means, or to feel like checked out. It's okay to have those days. And yet I want to encourage you to find the strength of your heart, to know the internal freedom being that you are, to be this creative force, to soften into your fears, to see, why are my fears here? What are they telling me? And how are they real? What do they want to offer me that I get to move beyond it and not be held back by old patterns and old internal systems and old stories and ancestral historical lineages? What are you doing now as this uniquely present light being? And I want to encourage you that baby beings, spirit babies, soul children, star seeds, what else can we call these miraculous connection of life? They're wanting to be born. No excuses. Where is your frequency? What are you continuing to be present to who you are? Are you living the truth of who you are? Do you stand true in that most deepest, beautiful expression of you? And remember, as I say that, it doesn't mean you don't have anger. It doesn't mean you don't have sadness. It doesn't mean you don't have grief. It doesn't mean you don't have disappointment and so on. It means that you're authentically so in those spaces. You can be authentically expressive in your anger, authentically expressive in your grief, instead of suppressing, right? This is what we do. We suppress, especially the female being. Oh, we've been taught into suppression. We're born into suppression. And in that suppression, our bodies ache to be heard, to be expanded. And as I joke and say this, is the wild woman wants to be free, but she's not so wild in the sense of destruction and judgment. She's wild because she's free. It is who she is. It doesn't have to be this out there odd thing. And that wild woman, I like that term, but I also feel like I can be very judged. And so the wild woman is really the creative free part of you. It is all of you. And as many know, as we become more evolved into our emotional energy, our emotional chemistry, our emotional presence, it becomes, I want to say, easy to be emotional, to be that expression of who you are, because in that emotional quality is all of you. And maybe you're in this journey and you struggle, and maybe you keep those emotions down, or maybe you feel like, hey, you know what, Kelly, I'm so emotional that it feels like something's wrong with me, or where are these emotions, or what do they look like, and what does your beautiful artistry of emotion, what does it want to tell you? How does it want to guide you? And how can we hold it all? I'm like putting my arms out right now, looking at the oak tree at the window, and just like hugging it in, holding it in, bringing that energy of you in, offering yourself that gentle, sweet, loving hug in this time, because you are here in 2022 and you are a fertile being and you have so many questions, I understand. And maybe those questions will be answered. Maybe they won't be, or maybe the time in between of maybe those questions don't even really serve a purpose anymore. Just kind of reflect with that for a moment. Maybe the way you connected with spirit babies even a year ago has changed into where it is now. And I want you to explore that, because that's powerful. And how do you really truly accept where your energy is? And of course, that's a part of your journey, is the acceptance, the trust, the truth of who you are and who you are kind of unfolding into, unwinding into. And one of these reflective questions I've thrown in there is, what if trying harder makes nothing happen? I do feel like many women, many couples feel that way. I'm trying. They even have trying to conceive, TTC. It's like there's just trying. And not to minimize that you're not trying, but what is the surrender? Where is the softness in that? Where is the part that's less trying and more being? Isn't that what our new world is wanting from us? Like being pushed back in all these different ways to stand up, to be present to the authentic connections of who we are. And what do I mean by your creative self is here now? Now, in this very moment, creativity is here. Not outside, far away in some distant reality. I want you actually right now in this moment, take a moment, close your eyes. Close your eyes with me. I'm closing my eyes too, but you cannot see that. Where is my alignment? I always love this. You know me, you hear me say this. Find your spine's alignment, your spine, your nervous system, your highways of light, really the structure of your whole physical being here. Find that alignment. Find that sense of ease in the crown, and ease of the shoulders, and ease of the belly, and ease of the pelvic floor. Noticing the breath. Where is your breath? And let the breath of ease continue to take you down as your eyes are closed. Remembering who you are. What is your intentional words of the year or word of the year? This is a thing that goes around. And I always find for me it's words. So the first words that come to me, and I will hold and share my vulnerable words for the year for everybody right now in this moment. And my words that came to me weeks ago was freedom and love. Because in my reality, freedom is highly crucial, important, authentic freedom, body choice freedom, love, body love, embodiment of love, loving internalness, self-love, love healing, loving of community, loving of connection of other beings. And so freedom and love is my words for 2022. So take your word and let it marinate through into the cells of your being. Yes, the cells, the very intimate trillions of cells of light, of energy that's a part of you, taking that in, absorbing it. And letting that word be fluid. Let it be fluid. Let it travel. Let it change if it wants to change. And see if you can really be present to that connection over these weeks, over these months. And letting it just echo into the center of your heart space. Of course, the heart of love, intuition, power, grace. The heart of you. Claim your heart, claim your energy. This is your time. It is the time of great expansion, and you are present to it. Now, as those words are echoing through you, the word, the phrase, let yourself, as your eyes are still in that space, closed, and the heart is open. Let baby being come into your consciousness. Let baby being align with your frequency now in this moment. Settle in to whatever that needs to mean for you. Don't overanalyze frequency. Don't overthink. Don't overanalyze. Don't overanalyze. Don't overanalyze. Be in the fluidity. Be in the connection. Be in the oneness. You are more than your thoughts and words. You are the pureness of energy. And baby being is in communication with your energy, whether you are in conception, whether you are currently in pregnancy, or whether you are healing through loss. You are in a oneness, a specific loving frequency of light with baby being. And allow that union to come together. Allow that connection. Allow the words to be shared. Allow the visions to be shared. Allow yourself to speak freely from your heart. Speak freely with your words in your telepathic space. And settle into your internal space of receiving. I receive you, my child. I hear you. I know you. I love you. And breathe that inward. And letting the breath seal the energy for you. Let it bring you to that deeper sense of self, that deeper sense of the authentic parts of your consciousness, because all the other parts, well, they can be there. And really just anchoring into that love. You are that love. Baby is that love. Your reminder. Your frequency of love. Your connection. And get quiet with yourself from time to time. Allow that space of quiet. Allow that settling into your body, present. And I want you to come back and tune into that body. That, as I did, the ease of the mind, the ease of the shoulders, the ease of the softness of the belly, the ease and softness even of the pelvic floor. Where is your whole being? Do your hands want to move? Do your feet want to move? Where is your breath? Tune into the presence of your being. Where's your body? There you are. Opening your eyes to the space and just letting it settle inward. And of course, I'm always holding that most purposeful frequency that you are in alignment with baby being. There is a purpose to the spirit baby medium and the intentional energies over these years and the presence that continues to surprise me and opens up new energies of consciousness within my space in so many different ways. And I want to go into, what does your spirit baby want you to understand? What does that even mean? It's a bit concrete. There's so many different levels of intuition in the sense of how it's interpreted. And so how you receive your information in your visual and energetic world is really meant for you. And you are the biggest person to trust in that. And I even say that even beyond myself. Yes, I'm here of service, but I trust you more. I trust you the most. I trust that baby being is in alignment with you. And yes, baby does share things and messages with me to provoke where you need to be and where you are and what you are asking for from your own self, from your own connection into parenthood, into motherhood. And that journey is your unique journey. Don't get caught up in how it looks for other people or fantasizing or assuming. Your journey is your journey. If you've been on this conception journey that feels way too long, I understand. That's okay. I'm not going to take away the feelings around that. Maybe you're in a pregnancy journey that feels challenging. It's okay. I hear you. You're loved. So many different ways of your own intuitive expression in your connection with baby being. And Spirit Baby wants you to understand probably many things. And it's never just one thing, is it, huh? Wouldn't that be so easy? Okay, baby, tell me it's about love. Tell me it's about my anger. Tell me it's about my sadness. Give me something to work with. The energy of emotion is never so much the block as well as an obstacle that wants to be navigated. So if you go to an intuitive or anyone else and they're telling you, well, you just need to love yourself more and then your baby will come, I'm calling bullshit. Okay? And so if you're going and there's that one thing, it's not that one thing. It's multi-level. You're an expansive multi-level being. And you're receiving the energy as it needs to be received. And you're listening the best you know how to listen. So what your baby being needs to understand from you, or you need to understand from them, is an ongoing connection, is an ongoing navigation. And allowing yourself to be, again, completely open, fluid to the experience of your communication, your connection, or I like to call a spirit communication practice, because there is a practicing energy in there, but it's more of a conversation, a relationship. You're building relationship in different ways, right? And I can't even say collectively, what is the Spirit Baby realms wanting everybody to know? What is this connection? It really depends on what frequency we bring forward. So different Spirit Baby energy realm messages are going to be different from different people. Is it more of a starseed quality? Is it more of an underground quality? Is it more of this golden light quality? Where are these information coming from? From these specific mouths of humans, right? Coming into the consciousness. And so I can only speak from the frequency that I have been bringing to you as I have over the 7+ years, and how I will continue to bring in the changing connection of the spirit baby communication relationship with people in different ways. And I want to encourage you. I don't want my words to confuse you, because I do like to speak in frequency quite often. And I know the energy will be absorbed and how it needs to be absorbed and what others will feel and connect and experience. And so the spirit babies are wanting to be born. They are coming in for now. For now, they're coming in. You are in union with them. You are available to communicate with them. And I want to encourage you again into that space. I want to say it's like tough love. I'm not going to, again, deny your fears, but I want you to move into that space of love. It is your time to bring in your children now. Don't wait. You're not waiting anymore for anything. Babies aren't waiting either. I know everybody thinks that. Oh, babies are waiting. They're not waiting. Why would they wait? Wait is such an earth construct. We can use those words to simplify the way energy is expressed, but a baby's going to be here or not be here. But if a baby's not ready to be here, ready, right, quote unquote ready, what is the vibration that baby can't come into this time? And it's nothing so personal to you, and it feels very personal. I'm not going to take that away. But this is where you get to sink in and go into that deeper connection of love and expand into what is that next part of the path? Where is it taking you? Where is your relationship with the soul, and what does it need to look like, and how does it continue to unfold before you? I hold and see a vision, a path before you that's very gentle, that's very present, and I know you have the bravery and courage to activate that internal freedom, to move into that connection on your journey. And I send many, many blessings that your spirit baby connection and relationship continues to expand and grow. And I want to encourage you to keep looking, keep asking, keep discovering. And of course, I'm going to invite you to tune in to Spirit Baby Radio, as well as looking at the beautiful offerings of the Spirit Baby Journal, as well as the Oracle cards, which are soon to be offered again and available, as well as these amazing different programs to help you accelerate and move into your conception, into pregnancy. I have a very strong feeling about co-creation, a journey with Spirit Baby 7 weeks program experience. It's nothing that has ever been offered before. And this is I feel like the golden light of energy. It's offer you the change that you're asking for and moving you into those next steps and receiving parenthood in that way that is being asked of you on the journey of this 2022 space of awareness and deep change. And so I want to thank you for joining episode 129, January 7th. 2022. Of course, if you like this podcast, please subscribe, leave reviews, and to learn more about my services, private one-on-one, even VIP retreats, you can visit spiritbabymedium.com. Thank you again.
This is Spirit Baby Radio. Thank you for joining Kelly in the energy of awareness, love, healing, and soul communication. Please join the next episode at www.soulbabycommunication.com.